let's record this mess. My dude comes in here and says we're fucked. We are, in many ways, we are. Okay, we are doing a lap on enters. In all the ways. That's the spirit. The most important question though is, are you having the fun? We're about to get a rear wing production upgrade, so I'll be able to build some great wings. I feel like the problem, considering my life hasn't changed in a meaningful way. We always look for like major change in our life, and really what matters is personal growth. Also, we get our new forecasting, I think, after this race, too. Which will help us get less caught out by the weather. Lack of Trump's effect on you. If you're not feeling it now, you will be soon. He's a cancer and we need to undergo chemotherapy. That's what really needs to happen. So let's get into pit lane and see. Oh shit. We're gonna have been out too long. We're in the pit lane when we should have gone immediately. But again, I don't have a way of knowing. Our forecasting center would be helpful for that. I've been kind of annoyed that people seem to be looking from an external view on it, but I think that's kind of just how shit works. When it's not personally affecting you, it doesn't feel the same. Well, if he had his way, I think he's coming after all of us. But there are signs that his power is actually starting to collapse. Because the Republicans realize there's going to be elections and they're scared shitless of you know, the most important thing, losing. 33. I'm gonna set my strat up. And we'll see how that goes. I wouldn't say it's optimism. Like, the Republicans are, like, actually starting to push back on his war power. So, like, there's signs that they're, like, tired of his shit. But if the midterms go the right way, he'll be the equivalent of an old man yelling at a cloud for the last 2 years of his term. Which should not at all be how we like try to remember his presidency, because like it's been bad. But, you know. Chuck Schumer, you mean? Yeah, he needs to go. I do not like that man. I'll be right back. There's a noise. I'm just going to check on what it was. Sounds like the cats are just tussling downstairs. He's more Republican than some Republicans. I would say it's a decent commentary on like how far to the right like our dialogue has shifted. Mulling over the idea of like joining the Democratic Party on the guise of they should stop complaining about them and actually try to change them. You know? don't know, this is me at my most reflective, I guess. Also, I think I finished too many races in a row to actually finish this one. Oh wow, Eddie Irvine's actually back here struggling. Schumer? Yeah, I don't disagree. When your country gets like shocked into a drunken stupor, I think that creates the perfect climate for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to flourish. I'm being really hopeful with that. Like, I would just like to see something transformational, like, happen. As opposed to lip service, just being paid to populism, like actually electing someone that would enact actual populist things. Well, I think the challenge is just getting her the nomination, which, popularity-wise, she's in a much better starting point than Bernie was in either, like, upcoming presidential primary. She's like second or third in popularity. Yes, let's go faster. Let me just follow in your wake. I think after we get the weather upgrade, we'll be able to see halfway into the race, which will be nice. The elections being suspended will be the end of civil order. Many people are holding on really tightly to the idea that they can be voted out of power, and if that turns out to be something they don't allow to happen, then public order just goes. Troops on the street is what's happening in Minneapolis right now. They're literally on the streets terrorizing the public. There is a court hearing, a federal court hearing coming, I think, on Monday, where the federal government essentially has to answer Minnesota's lawsuit on ICE's presence. And then if the courts actually order them out of Minnesota, I expect to see the National Guard expedite that if Trump tries to ignore the court order. Now who knows what the hell will happen. But if they're trying to solidify an authoritarian regime, I don't think the states are just going to let them do it. The red states will, but the blue states won't. Minnesota is the least likely to accept authoritarian rule, I think, which is why they're here. We have like one of the most like liberal like policies in the country, and we have like the highest election turnout rate. I don't think even like people on the liberal side, like in other states, like realize like if Minnesota topples, like that's basically symbolic of like everyone else toppling too. Yeah, if you make a revolution the only way like out of a government, then like that's the route that is probably going to get taken. Well, that doesn't help us much. Mika Salo was the trailing Jordan in this race. I don't understand what is happening right now. I think the other thing nobody's really thinking about right now is if he actually attacks Greenland, it's over. I'm not saying for like the rest of the world. I'm saying for their regime. Like that will not go the way that they think it will. It would be the ultimate hubris of thinking that the army or the military is untouchable, and it's not. Let's just say it'll go like the same way it's going, like Russia's attack on Ukraine is going right now. In fact, I think that's the biggest danger to Trump's regime. The military does not want to attack Greenland. He apparently tried to get the military to draw up plans, and they're just like, no. Damon Hill has spun. Can you spin a little bit more there, buddy? That'd be nice. But I will say that authoritarian regimes do collapse at the moment they appear the most stable and strongest. Because the strength they project isn't real. Also, my fear is, sorry. My fear is not that they won't have an election, not that they won't vote the Republicans out of power. I think that will happen. My fear is that they won't make the institutional changes that have left our system ripe for authoritarian rule. And that somebody else is going to come along and then all this authoritarian shit has been normalized. Do not back off. Okay. Yeah, I think authoritarian regimes manage to reach a consolidation of power that can't be challenged because they're initially offering something that is popular with the populace. And the Trump administration really doesn't have any of those things going for it right now. Oh shit, you can probably leapfrog me. Unless I'm just plumb faster. Yeah, those McLarens have just reached fuck you speed. They're just untouchable in the championship right now. It's unbelievable. Ralph is ahead of me. Was he always ahead of us? Oh, hey, I leapfrog. We leapfrog solo. Interesting. Ooh, and I'm right on Hill's ass. Okay. Okay. I'm getting invested, so I'm waiting for the retirement to happen now. No, anyone but Salo. Anyone but them. I should grab my phone to do phony things. Ugh. It's a fascinating battle going on. I ain't doing shit to catch Hill. Although maybe I can score an undercut. Nice, good undercut. Good old undercut. My suspension is going to end up way better than yours, but that's mostly because you are not capable of using the suspension that I have, because it's got a huge ass red zone on it. All neutral. Can't get past Burger. Oh, you're racing Burger. Yos has retired. Gerhard Berger in F1 in 1999 just seems wrong. So, put lap 25? 24. So we need 12 more laps. I think he's in his 40s at this point. Let me look him up. (1959), so he would have been 40 at this point, turning 40. I'll look up his Wikipedia because I feel like being distracted. Career in F1 would have ended in 97. His final season was with Benetton. Apparently Sauber did try to partner Alesi and Berger together for the 98 season, but he turned it down. He didn't like the groove's tire rules, apparently. The more you know. What the fuck is Ralf Schumacher doing up in 4th place? Prenson was supposed to go to Jordan, and Ralph was supposed to go to Williams, and I feel cheated. I feel personally cheated by that. Ooh, Damon Hill's got or he's got some kind of issue. Ralph does not. There is some kind of Supreme Court case going on about trans sports rights. No idea how they're going to rule on that, right? We could always stop separating sports by gender, which would eliminate the problem entirely, but that's just That's just me, you know, thinking with a common sense brain. Do I pressure Hill or just hope his car breaks? I don't know what to do. The Supreme Court is the other thing that needs to be fixed in this system. It is by far the most broken thing that has led to where we are. There are believed to be fewer than 10 transgender athletes among the more than 500,000 total college student athletes in the NCAA. But see, guys, it's a slippery slope. Alright, Ralph seems to have completely lost pace. Yippee! I don't think even Roberts wants to be replaced by a Trump appointee at this point. But maybe I'm wrong. We are at lap 40. Let's see, what are we at? 20. Next lap round will be 22, then I'll pit. The court of pretext, where they make shit up to get the ruling they want. Fuck it, I'll fix the wing and watch it immediately break. Do you ever have the moment where you talk to your therapist and your therapist believes the death penalty is cheaper and that's not factually correct, and you're like, I'm gonna have to correct you because that's not factually correct. Oh, come on. Hopefully the AI doesn't immediately pit in response now. Damn, they both got ahead. Motherfucker. I don't think my pit speed was the reason that they came out ahead. You're hanging with my fuel load. Box mediums, 18 fast. I think they're just getting away with heavier fuel loads because they're just faster. And that's annoying. Are you saying no to the fact that I came out ahead of you? Hell, there's 2 pit mistakes and 1 whole pit stop. Oh my god. That's bad. Oh, it's a therapist telling you lies. No, my therapist uttered that, and during one of our sessions I had to be like, it's actually more expensive. Because there was quite a complex appeal system around the death penalty. So, you know, the conservatives will say we're not doing the death penalty right, take away their appeals, which is incredibly cruel and also on point. I used to believe in the death penalty, and then I learned how many innocent people managed to get executed, and boy, that changed my mind. Well, we're going forward, kind of. Kind of, sort of. Used to think the prison system wasn't the worst in the world. Yeah, that took me a while to learn. Read articles where lawyers talk about the system, and they're like, the system works as intended for the guilty. The problem is that it sucks up a lot of innocent people into the prison system with it. And that's largely because of the fact that it ends up being better to deal than it does to defend your innocence in court. Wow, my tires are 10% worse than yours. That's crazy. But yeah, like if you're guilty of a crime, like you end up in the court system, in the prison system as you're supposed to. If you're innocent, you get urged to take deals because of your likelihood of being convicted. You're basically being rolled over by the prosecutors. The other depressing thing is how many people are in there for drug offenses, like recreational users of drugs. Okay. As opposed to where they need to be, exactly. But also pot users shouldn't be in prison. It's not worth the time and energy we spend to put them away. Oh, other drugs? Oh, yeah. My brother has used a lot of them in his lifetime. I don't know if I have enough fuel to finish. We're about to find out though, huh? So I want to see something here quick. Yeah, okay. I assume it's like a mod graphical thing. Like there's like this dark spot in here. I've seen it on both screens, so it's definitely rendering that way. There's some drugs that are dangerous enough that I would say that we probably don't want to let them be on our streets, but yeah. We're just indiscriminate on treating users and distributors as the same thing. Ooh. Ralph definitely is struggling with tire wear. So, yeah, he's having trouble reaching the end of his stints. Hold it together with tape. Hold together with duct tape. God, we're gonna be at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in this race. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5th. I had to check that again. Let me try to find this so I can. Here, yeah. Just a random thing that has nothing to do with politics or any of the things we've been talking about, but just something a little bit lighter. Final lap. Oh boy. It's to a Reddit thread about PC building. Is it PC building? Let me double check. Yeah, PC Master Race. It's you just have to look. It's not serious at all. It's a funny picture. Michael, why you want to lap me? Yeah, good ventilation. Oh. Oh my god. Both my PC cases are on the floor. It's fine. Air doesn't flow through the bottom. Like, you're fine. What do we do now? What now? What now? Luciano Benetton is getting mad. It was me, Luciano Benetton. I'm not happy with your performance, eh? Improve your race results immediately. And this is the part where we say we're fucking trying. It's too good of a refueler to replace, isn't it? Alright, whatever. I'll continue to figure out pit lane. In, you know, painful ways. It's me, Luciano Benetton. Interview with ESPN. I'm gonna say no. I always say no though, so yeah. Oh, our HQ is finished. Okay, that opens us up to build better rear wings. And I'm thinking we should probably do that. Because, yeah. The next bunch of races, like the rear wing, is really going to matter. Front does too, but rear more. Let's see, rear and engine. We're about to have new engines. Gimme, 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 gimme. Fucking gimme. Gimme that shit. Alright, 879. Can we improve on that? I suspect we cannot. Nope. Not without an engine upgrade facility. Front wing. What's that at? Let's see if we can improve on that. $849. I would have to improve from 809. $869, I would build one that's actually better. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's not going to matter till Hockenheim, though. Like, hugely. We can we can get really performative here. But only Words is going to be able to use it because the part is otherwise too unreliable. I'm just being contemplative right now. Let's see. I've been kicking the can on Gearbox for too long now too. Yeah, we need to start pumping these components out. This is another area that we're very weak. And I need to get to making these like a strength, frankly. Mid-season testing. We're just going to send the reserve driver. If you have not met your target at the end of the season, you will be fired. Luciano Benetton is not happy with us. We're just 12s. Our reserve driver isn't very good, so. 3rd, 5th, 6th, 2nd. You ready for a double DNF? Please stop complaining about money. I really don't want to hear it. We've been leapfrogged by Prost. What the? What is happening? I don't understand what's happening. We can't put any more. We can max out our current slate of engines, but we can't improve the engine any more than that.